and his version was like, when you gonna let me play with your dick? I was like, wait a minute, nigga, what's going on here? And from there, it was a rabbit hole of, and I was just too young. I was too young to process it. To if I could go back in time and do it over, I would have done done better than what I did because
what'd you do? I mean,
I reacted very badly, man. I'm ashamed to say, me as an adolescent, I wasn't as evolved as I was now, and gay was different back then when I was a child.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
When I was young, gay was totally different than what.
So
it is now.
let's say
so
about what year was that? What year?
This was
72.
No,
I'm sorry.
What was that?
This was definitely early 90s, man. You know what I'm
Early
saying?
90s.
And gay was totally different. Like now, gay is everywhere. Gay is on every TV show. Gay is everywhere you turn. But back then, we had gay people on TV shows because we all watched like The Facts of Life. We knew what was going on.
What the fuck's the Facts of Life?
You don't know the facts of life? Okay. Well, how old are you?
38,
Yeah, I
37.
guess not.
We all watched The Golden Girls. You know,
Yeah.
Different Strokes. You know Different Strokes.
We knew.
Yeah. Who's gay on Different Strokes?
We knew
Different Strokes was a spin-off of Facts of Life. Well, okay, who you saying was gay on Facts of Life? Who? Joe? Who was gay?
You know, yeah. Everybody knew she was.
Well,
She was supposed to be a tomboy.
She's a tomboy.
But come on, man. We knew what she was representing. We know who she was. I mean, that's kind of like Sherman Hemsley, man. Everybody knew Sherman.
I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I didn't know he was gay until he came out with it.
He never came out. Did he come? He never came out.
He didn't. He never
When
came
did you
out.
see Sherman Hemsley with a woman?
I met Sherman Hemsley. I'm not saying that.
So you seen him with a woman?
Okay, well, but this
ever.
I've never seen Idris Elba with a woman. But
so let me say this. I'm not saying he's not. This is the thing with people in particular when I talk about Sherman Hemsley and I'll say Luther Vandross.
Yeah, that's
because they may have been, but they didn't promote it. So it wasn't a thing where they were like, "I'm gay."
But if you
asked them, but listen for a second. Even if you asked them, they wouldn't say. I mean, you get what I'm saying?
Because they couldn't.
Well, right. Exactly.
Our gay was different.
Exactly.
Our gay was different.
But yeah.
No,
but
it wasn't
yeah,
different.
Yeah.
They were like,
it was very
the
different.
time.
That is the reason
different.
why right now. And if you're not in touch with the LGBT community, you don't know this, but there is a inner civil war with them between old gay and new gay.
Nigga, can I say something real quick?
You can say whatever
You right here,
nigga.
It's not school.
This is no nigga. I don't know. I don't want to say anything offensive. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I'ma shut up.
Like I want to say so much, but
I mean, Larry, listen.
I want to tell y'all.
If you've offended someone with your opinion, man.
Yeah, I mean that's it, man.
Then you've done your job, man. A person cannot be offended by Larry's opinion. They can disagree, and they don't have to agree. And they don't have to agree with your opinion.
Okay,
to be offended by it, that is their personal choice. You cannot control that. They can be offended that you don't want to say anything. How about that?
Nigga.
Right.
Oh, his silence says everything.
Silence says it all.
You've been around. You know that I've gotten in some trouble over regular opinions.
I mean,
but what I was going to say,
life, man.
What I was going to say is just, I'm just going to, there was no different type of gay. Like back then, you were blackballed from society. You had a lot of issues. So a lot of people just didn't come out as gay. Shit, like, so to say that it was different, it was actually more fucked up back then. Nigga, like, I don't know how old you are. You remember back in the day, I remember my dad told me, like, they used to beat up dudes for being gay, and one dude died. No one went to jail.
Yeah.
It was just, oh, okay, a gay dude died. All right. A cat was lost. Oh, like that's the next story after.
So like that with black folks. So I mean, yeah.
I mean, so what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? What I'm talking
about is oppression has many forms. I don't know why I'm taking this stance on this day.
Hey,
but it's just.
I mean, you've been in life, man.
Well, the thing, this is the thing, and I don't know bullshit, and I don't know like super, masculine shit. It's just a conversation. We grown, like, I mean, motherfuckers have regular conversations. It ain't.
Oh, you should have heard the conversation.
My whole thing is, why can't we talk about this? I'm ashamed of how I treated my friend, man. And years later, once I became more comfortable in self and understood who I was and my sexuality a little better, I was able to go back to him and apologize and try to make amends and tell him that, I did handle that situation wrong, and I wish I could have been a better friend to him because I actually did didn't do as worse as Larry said and like jump on him. But I did announce it to our friends that our little friend group. I did shun him, basically get him shunned out of our friend group, and it was only because I didn't understand that.
But we grew up like that.
Though. Yeah, like when you found out that it was kind of like, friendship over.
Bruh, hold on, man. I mean, we gotta stop acting like y'all are fucking, super sensitive. Like just a few years ago, and right up until now, calling the motherfucker gay is just a way of a pejorative.
It was a thing of fun when we was growing up.
Nigga, that's gay. You can be gay for anything.
That was a thing of fun when we was growing up. But now you have to be aware that you can be offensive and hurt someone's feeling. Shout out, me and my guy E was talking about this. Shout out to my guy Eric, man. He got the True Podcast, man. Y'all please go check it out, man. I got like 3 episodes on that, man. So y'all please check him out. He's one of the celebrity judges for L.O.A.B. Productions, and he will never have me on the show. He will also be in California with us on June 17th, man. You know what I'm saying?
Eric,
but
throw me on, sir.
me and Eric was talking about that, like, and he told a very interesting story where him and his uncles play like that. He was like, so that's all we know. He was like, my uncle might call me and be like, hey, niece-in-law, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
right,
because that's how they play. Hold on. He said, so they were at a Super Bowl party, and a friend of the family came over and he brought his sons. Well, one of the sons was gay. So they going back and forth. The dude didn't say nothing. He sat there and nobody said nothing to him. So he didn't say, oh, that's offensive to me or something like that. He didn't say anything like that. But they kept, oh, this is gay and that's gay and buttercup and sweet pants and fruity boot. And they just playing with each other, how they normally play. And then someone says, well, hey, such and such son is gay. And they was like, oh, nobody like just went over there and made a big deal about it. Everybody fell back. But it was just like, you can't be in the same comfort zone. You have to grow up. And that's what he said. And he said that was his lesson from that. And I think that's how I felt with my situation with William. Now that I'm grown and I look back on it, I'm like, oh, I handled that horribly.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean,
I couldn't do better because I didn't know better.
I had a situation, like I'll say this dude's name, his name was Austin. I didn't know the nigga was gay, but looking back, I mean, he was a white boy. Now looking back, he was gay. But like, I feel bad because we treated this motherfucker bad. Not just because, why you acting like a female? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Hey, yo, like, trying to toughen little dude up, and he just.
You trying to toughen somebody up, bro.
Man, we trying
to get saying? We bad about that shit.
Man, like we trying to
get this dude to play
football.
But we used to beat the shit out of each other.
But here's what's crazy, though. Some of the toughest dudes was in the closet back then. I think the Civil War is not because of anything other than
it's politics.
They had to walk a different line being gay back then. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous. Because dangerous, bro. They had to figure out how to be who they were. And now it's just like it's just accepted. And I'm not speaking from a place of knowing. I don't know exactly what it.
I mean, but like
it tripped me out that there was a civil war. That there's a civil war going on.
It's not a civil war because here's what happened in the Civil War. Niggas died. It's not a civil war. It's a contention between the two.
Like it's the same thing as in sports. Yeah. It's the same shit. Well, back in the nigga, you couldn't did that shit on Jordan. You couldn't have did that shit in the 80s and the 90s. Same shit with hip hop, with music. Man. Motherfuckers ain't. Then we can't understand what these niggas saying. So with any generational thing, I'm pretty sure they got those. Just like any other group would have.
Can I tell you my? Go ahead.
I just want to. He brought up the NBA. You been watching the finals?
Oh, you mean the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, I did. The playoffs.
Yes,
playoffs.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
Yes,
man.
You see the Lakers went home?
I don't give a fuck about the Lakers. I wanted them to do better. That's going to get you canceled,
right?
You say the Lakers.
The Lakers fans going to be outside the studio when we get out there.
They going to find you.
Let us holler at Clayton, man. It's too soon, man.
Everywhere.
Put a buzz his head in 6 places.
They had LeBron and Luka.
Right?
There's no reason they should have went down in a gentleman's fold.
Yeah, that's not true. But that's not true. I mean, you got
It's a game.
Luka and LeBron. Period.
Luka.
Maybe Austin Reeves. Outside of that, like, and dude, I mean, it's just it's gonna take more than that.
We want to act like Jordan never got knocked out of a final.
Because
not in the first round.
But when you in playoffs, though, you got to think about it, though. Well, I mean, man, what you up against? Man, come on, man, Ant-Man, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was a great game, but it was just like
Ant-Man, bro.
I think everybody put a lot more on him once they got Luka, because I knew they wasn't gonna do nothing before. But as soon as Luka, I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna say. Well, Luka's still recovering from injuries and stuff too, though. So it's not. But, it's the came in mid-season trade. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we still look like next year. If
like here's the thing, y'all
wow,
look like whatever.
45.
That was a way to switch gears, guys.
And all that way to switch gears.
Yeah, because I didn't know where that was going anyway. Like, plus we had some technical difficulties. I didn't know if y'all know half of that shit. Didn't nobody hear. So
that's good.
All right, great.
That's great.
So when it started, they like, well, Harry, what the hell is they on? Like, what is this shit about?
We just start out of
So we could get back. So we could get back on it. So what y'all think about Kanye coming out talking about he was sucking dick up to 14?
I think it's been said that a man can be
you switch the basketball
straight,
back to
bi, or gay. But if you're a man and you're bi, you're gay. So
shut the fuck up, D.
So Kanye, welcome to the club.
The last episode I was on, I felt much more comfortable, even though I didn't say shit. But God, bro, you cannot say that.
I can't say what.
I mean, you can say that, but
what did I say? What did I say that I can't say? Because I've already said it. I just want.
Well, you already said it. So.
Yeah,
you said it.
I'm just telling you what it was in my generation, and Ma can attest to that.
Yeah, well,
it was three things. It was straight, gay, and bi. And if you was a man who was bi, you was gay.
Yeah, that's
there was no bi for you. You sucked one dick and you were done. It was just that was what that was. You couldn't put a penis in your mouth and then come back from that. No man was gonna be like, oh yeah, he's bisexual. I'd be like, nah, Brian gay.
Well, you have to keep it. You had to keep it simple, and that's all. But now everything is particular because people have more feelings now though. My kid's sensitive as shit, bro. Like you can't say shit to him. Like, Dad, you use the N-word too much.
I mean, here go my thing.
You use the N-word too much. Like, nigga, what is you talking about?
The problem is motherfuckers start caring about a motherfucker's feelings. We've always
been
sensitive,
man.
But you had to shut the fuck up.
Hold on, man.
You know what? When you cried about something and it was some sensitive ass shit, yo, that shut the fuck up before I come back there and punch you again. You
what was your nickname growing up?
Michi.
Michi, because his name Demetrius. Okay. What they call you, right? Ain't nobody give you no name like Big Head or little skinny nigga.
Because
what I'm saying,
my cousins don't roasted. Listen, we gonna talk about you.
Right, that's what I said. So
shut up with your nappy ass head. Shut
in
up
the hood, in the hood, I was sleepy because my eyes used to always be squinting. Because I needed glasses, but I never wore my glasses. Niggas, I had glasses, right? So my eyes been tight. Niggas thought I was getting high in 7th grade. So I was go sleep. So I was sleepy. My cousin used to call me Chuck. Now check this out, Nick. Y'all may be too young to get the reference, but Chuck Barris used to do the Gong Show. Was the host of the Gong Show. Remember the Gong Show?
No, I don't remember that.
I'm listening to old niggas talk. Go ahead. You're not old enough to know the Gong Show.
So the Chuck Barris Show.
How they say that's before your time.
That's before your time. So my cousin Devil used to call me Chuck because he said, "You look like Chuck Barris with the Gong Show." And mind you, nigga, I'm 8 years old. It's cousins that call me Chuck to this day. They don't even know my fucking name, bro. Like, what up, Chuck? Like, nigga, what is you telling you? So I'm just saying, bro. Anyway, long story short. I just wonder about nicknames because the nicknames that people get a lot of times be the craziest shit, like fat.
Well, that's my daughter's nickname.
My mama called me Big Head my whole life. You know what I'm saying? That's a term of endearment. So
listen, man,
you talk to these kids now,
you couldn't
telling their therapist.
You didn't have an opinion, man. You didn't.
They even got therapists.
You didn't have it. Well, you had one, but you better shut the fuck up until somebody gave it to you.
Had that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Had that shit with your friends.
Listen, you had an opinion.
I ain't one of your friends.
When your parents gave it, because you couldn't say nothing about your feelings.
I ain't one of your friends.
You couldn't go in there and be like, "Mom, we need to sit down because the way you yelled at me about cleaning my room really hurt my feelings."
Oh, but
motherfucker
let me say
rent
something though.
I gotta pay
That's a conversation today. They actually do that.
That's what I'm saying.
They actually say shit like that.
Listen.
I remember one time my stepmother, and I grew up. I was born and raised in Flint. Flint different. Flint motherfuckers crazy. My stepmother, a church mother, a holy lady, right? I remember one time I came in the house and I was like, the little white boy next door had bit me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we over there playing and somehow dude bit me. She said, if you don't go your ass back over there.
and punch his ass.
Punch the shit out of that
Listen, and punch his. I already knew she told you to punch him. She told you to go be violent. Yeah, you go whoop his ass when
you
do
coming
that.
to me crying about somebody bit you.
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell.
Now
it would call the police.
Now it would be a whole situation.
Now wait, time out.
You would have to go over there and talk to his parent. His parent would have to talk to.
Get an attorney.
Listen,
you got to have a therapist and shit.
Listen.
They traumatized.
He's traumatized from being bitten.
No, I got something worse. A boy hit me. I went and told my mom. This was in Virginia. Went and told my mama. Don't worry about it. No, I just went and told my mom and dad. My dad said, man, don't worry about this. Don't. My mama looked at me. She gave me that.
You better.
And so I knew that if I had to go, I went and whooped this nigga ass. My mama was the first. Because his thing, mama called the folks. So the folks is there on me. I'm proud of you for defending yourself. But the folks I got my ass told the fuck out by my mama.
After she the one
that told you to go. Like, yeah, go.
You weren't supposed to let the police come. You just supposed to go hit the nigga. You overdid it.
And see, that was parenting back in the day.
Right.
That was parenting.
Right, that's parenting. That's real parenting.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna yell at you in the school in front of these people
when you get
outside. Yeah. Who won? You did your whooping boy?
You did win.
Oh,
listen, man.
But that was the problem. So you overdid it, Larry. You probably beat the nigga.
Then the second time it happened, I used to get bullied.
Larry, you just beating that boy.
No. This was something. That was in Virginia. That was in Virginia. When I got here, quiet nigga that with an accent, didn't have no friends. There was a dude on the bus that used to.
I'm ready to beat you up just hearing about it.
There was a dude on the bus that used to just mess with me. So one day he tapped. He said, "Hey, turn around." I turned around, nigga, hit me in my eye and busted my shit open.
Oh yeah. Larry, you was that guy.
So I was like, all right, if the next person that touched me, I'm just going off.
Man.
The next person, I think you should have got him. Shit,
it was him. He touched me.
He said the next time somebody hit me, nigga.
No, so bro, listen, it gets better. Like he hit me again. I turned around and just started wailing on him. Knocked the dude out in 5th grade. He wound up waking up by the time he got to his bus stop, face swollen. Here's the type of dude I was. I felt bad. I went to my dad crying, telling him what happened. You know where the boy lived. I said, yeah, we go over there. I knock. I apologize. My eyes still bloody, but I'm like, this is why this happened and everything else. I'm thinking the situation's solved. Go to school the next day. Police is there. Tell them what happened. Dad get there. I'm suspended. Hey, man.
You suspended for your eye being busted?
Yeah, nothing happened to the other kid. Hey, man, I'm proud of you. You stood up for yourself. But you're getting a whooping when you get home for getting suspended. I was like, what? What?
I think the problem there lies.
Just coming out with my eye busted.
Yeah, man. No wonder you traumatized, man. Your situation was fucked up. Because let me tell you something, man. That ain't how that was supposed to go down.
I mean,
because first of all, if you would have came to me with that shit, crying about you whooped somebody's ass, I'd be like, well, good, nigga, you go sit your ass down somewhere. Because I'm on some attorney shit. Don't be admitting the shit. Like, why is you?
Man,
that's why your ass got suspended, nigga. You went over to the people's house and told on your goddamn self.
My grandfather,
you deserve that
shit.
You deserved it, bro.
My grandfather would
and
like,
the ass whooping too.
My grandfather would be like, you upset because you won, motherfucker. You better shut the fuck up and carry your ass in there.
Go in there.
You gonna have plenty of ass whoopings to be upset about. So you go in there. My grandfather says
you're in a different.
My grandfather seen some dudes
different
jumping me one time, and I was running, and I ran to the house because they was on my ass. My grandfather said, so you running from niggas, huh? I said, well, Papa, it was 2 of them. He said, oh, okay. So you don't know how to fight. I said, well, Papa, it was 2 of them that was trying to jump me. He was like, it wasn't a fair fight. He said, well, first of all, Ain't no such thing as a fair fight. You let me know when you have a fair fight. The only thing you fight to do is stop a motherfucker from wanting. Listen, he said the only thing you fight to do is stop a motherfucker from ever wanting to fight with you again.
Yeah,
you supposed to. That's what you do when you fight. Yeah. He said ain't no rules in fighting. He said it's two of them, so you pick up something and knock the shit out of one nigga and tell the other.
Two of you.
Listen, he say so that way, and you tell the other nigga to come on.
Yeah.
He say because one thing about it, when you cluck that first nigga across his head with something, he say the second nigga ain't gonna be too quick to get clucked too.
Nah, he gonna think twice.
He say he gonna bag back. He said especially you pop him right. He said you pop him and he drop. He say dude gonna be like hold on. And from then on, every time I got jumped, you ain't got to worry. I'm gonna hit your car. Fighting one head up.
What the fuck were you doing to get constantly get jumped? I got jumped once.
Listen. At the end of the day, I grew up in the north side of St. Louis, man. Listen, cats would pick a fight with you just because, you know, you fought this dude and won, and now I'm mad you beat up my friend. So I want now you got to try and beat me up. You to beat me up, we both finna get you. We both finna get you now. Or you beat this dude up because he was talking crazy to me, but that's my little brother and I'm his big brother. So now you got to fight both of us.
It's reasons to fight him.
Like it's always
it's reasons to fight. It's like
them look like the wheels off my bike, and we know them ain't the wheels off my bike, but we want to take the wheels off your bike. So now you got to fight.
I like that nigga's reflectors. We getting this.
Listen, the girl that I like him. I'm whooping this nigga. You can't say nothing. That was a fight.
You said fight. You like I'm not talking about a fight. Everybody's been in fights. You said jumped.
Listen,
I've been
do you understand?
Once.
There was no such thing as a fair fight. When I grew up, the cats that I grew up around, if it was him and his partner, you might be fighting him. As soon as you get to doing good, his partner is there for him. Yeah, so you got jumped.
Even if he
you know what I started doing? If it be two dudes and his partner, and I'm getting to it, one dude, I hit the nigga that wasn't saying nothing.
There you go.
I'm gonna kick it off. You ain't got to worry about it. Y'all together, so I'm fighting both of y'all.
You over here, nigga.
I just assume I'm fighting both of y'all. One time a nigga told me that. He said, man, I wasn't even gonna jump into it.
I wasn't in
He said, you hit me across my head with the stick. He was like, shit, we both had to get on here. I wanted to see what you and the nigga was gonna do.
I've had a great life growing up. Besides
listen, I can't lie there. But one thing about me, right now, nigga, I fight so hard, baby. When you make me come out, I'm subject to kill you. They said that try and peel me off.
I'm the same way. That's why I don't like fighting.
I've been losing the fight, and the nigga said, please stop. Please get this nigga off me, man. And he was winning every time we get tangled up, man. Please, y'all stop this nigga.
Make this nigga back up.
Listen, man, please get this nigga off me.
Tell him to stop.
He don't want to stop. I'm steady whooping the nigga and he don't want to stop. Every time he get the best of the nigga, we still going. We going until I get tired now. Because you done made me mad like that. Yeah, that's how I grew up.
Well, it's all good, man.
You know, but you know, you live and you learn and you evolve, man. And I'm proud to say that I only got one of my children that I worry about being like me. You know what I'm saying? That's the middle one. I you know, out of all you children, you always gonna have that one child out of all your kids that you really just can't stand. And that's that middle one for me, man.
My children are amazing.
It's the middle.
They're not,
I can't
like me.
I can't stand him the most because I see the most of myself in him.
Yeah.
I see the most of myself. When I say he is a boy, listen to me. Listen, he is like I was in my 20s, but he's better than me because he's doing better than me. He's not doing the things.
Nah, bro, he's disciplined.
So I applaud that. Yeah. The military gave him structure that I
which is good. That'll be that's a plus.
And I'm proud of him, but I know he's got so much of me that at any moment he could snap at the drop of a dime, and I'd be like, "What happened?" He'd be like, "I killed him, Daddy." He was talking crazy to me, so I strangled him or I popped his neck. Yeah. But now he in that military, so he know he can't really put his hands on nobody like that.
Now his thing, it was about 4 years ago. I would agree with you, but nah, man, bro, this is the most disciplined I've ever seen him. Now, if you saying you had a little buy-in on your
hands. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. When he was in school, man, I used to leave him and I had to go out of town for comedy, man. My partner's name was now he grown. They telling me stories about he having parties and all type of shit. I'm like, why y'all didn't tell me this back then? They're like, I wasn't gonna snitch a nigga out. I'm like, he gonna have nothing messed up. You at the house, you got back. Like, he ain't do nothing but have a couple of girls over there.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shit was straight when you got
having no little orgies in my house, man.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I snitched on the nigga.
Yeah.
Because,
thank you.
Because, you
I appreciate the
because, like I said, because I thought about it, and I told him, bro, I'm gonna have to tell your dad this, because if my son did something, went to him and told him, but don't tell my daddy, and I find out later on, I'm like,
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I mean,
What are we doing?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Like,
Mama, you tell
you're
me that.
responsible.
It's my child.
I was like, if I told him, like, bro.
But you know, that stuff the
I
kids
gotta
go
tell
through.
you, bro.
And I was happy that he had uncles or excuse me.
Yeah.
They aren't his real uncles.
But yeah.
Because my brothers aren't around. But I'm happy that I have friends in my life that I consider to be my brothers, that my children are comfortable enough to go to and talk to about situations that they wouldn't otherwise come and get advice from me
Right.
because they feel as though I may overreact or not hear the actual shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because I have come to find out that there were times that my children seemed to feel that I was unapproachable, and I never wanted to be that as a parent. But I guess sometimes we slip into
as cool. I'm gonna tell you something. As cool as you think you are. And that's the thing.
A dude told me
I'm cool as fuck, like, but they it's still
a dude told me something in prison, and this really stuck with me. And I'm gonna share this with everybody, man. This dude told me this in prison, and it stuck with me. And I mean, it stuck with me so profoundly because it's so simple, yet it's so true. And when you think about it, it makes you reflect on yourself for a second. He said, "Eyes look out, they don't look in." So what does that mean? That means that you don't see yourself the way that everybody else sees you because you can't see yourself from their perspective. Yeah. So the person that you think you are, you're not to everyone else. and that blew me.
That's real.
That man sunk me into a 24-hour meditation on that.
But hold up,
because that's deep right there. That is deep right there, man.
Yeah, that's real.
No,
that's deep right there. You can have a perception of what you think a person sees, but your perception does not make that person's reality.
And what
their perception is their reality.
And what you're trying to project. And what you're trying to project.
Now, here's why I say that. Like, I'm going to use myself for an example. Because I tell people.
Larry, a lot of people think you a piece of shit, though. I mean,
but here's the thing, like there's this, you know that saying, the more you know me, the more you get to love me. The more you get to know me, the more you hate me. But once you get to actually understand me, then you will love me. I know how sometimes I come off like I don't try to project nothing. I know,
and that's weird because I do love and hate you at the same time.
Exactly.
Larry. Like sometimes I like you, and I don't understand my fascination, my kids' fascination with you. My kids
because
love
I'm
you.
real.
My older kids, they be like, "Oh, Daddy, Larry gonna be there." I be like, "What the fuck is Larry gonna do?" They be like, "Daddy, it's Larry." Yeah, they like, "Daddy, it's Larry." You just don't get it, Daddy. And I'm like, "What am I missing?"
Right.
I want to know what I'm missing.
I'm genuine in everything I do, whether if I'm being an asshole.
Larry, you spaz out. That's like,
but it's genuine. It's a genuine.
When you spaz out, it's the wildest thing ever. You know how hard it is to calm you down when you spaz.
It's genuine.
And my kids love that shit. They
have a reason.
It is their
reason to go off.
Listen, like when you told the chick at the comedy show, he was like, "Shut up, bitch. The only thing good about you is your mouth." And I was like, "No, you said her titties. That's what you said. You said her titties."
Yeah.
You said, "I'm gonna get your number after this bitch." And I got and then you got her number. And my kids was just in awe that they thought they was like, "Listen, Larry really the coldest comic y'all know."
And I was a drunk woman who wouldn't shut up. And I'm like, well, because like she had
she talked
big
to everybody
ass
set. She did talk to everybody set. I
like,
will give that to Larry. And Larry shut her up through his set because he just was like, "Hey, bitch, you're not gonna do this while on my time on stage." And he's like, "But you got a nice set of titties, and I'll talk to you later." That was apparently that was
how was the
what
head?
she needed.
Was she had that fire head?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get that far because I wound up getting the bitch mad at me like 2 days later.
That's probably because we would be on, like, I used to be on this social site called Tag. Larry would get on there and say and do some shit that I couldn't understand.
Tag.
Listen, and
Tag you trying to pull.
Listen, and in the midst of talking berserk to these bitches, they love him.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, where's that other guy? He's so interesting." I'd be like, "Bitch, he was belittling you hoes for like."
Yeah. No, I wasn't belittling. I was like you said, I was telling my opinion, wasn't trying to be an asshole with it. I'm like, that's how we're talking.
Right.
Larry told a girl, brutally honest. He was like, you got a nice body, but that face, Jesus. He was like, I
don't think I said that.
He said some brutally shit to him. He said something brutal. And then the bitch was like, well, we should hang out. And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Well, I mean, you don't get that honesty, you know. I remember a long time
Larry
ago.
basically told her, I'll fuck you with a paper bag on your head. And the bitch was like, oh, really? I'd like to know more. And
but
I was like, this is crazy.
There's something.
How does he do this?
There's something
it's like a Jedi mind trick.
That can say shit that's on their mind. I think that's the Trump effect. Like, that's why people like Trump. Because he just say shit and he just say shit and they like you might
And that's Larry.
You might
Larry.
think the shit.
The shit that Larry
you might
say, I'll be like, what?
But think about the prime example of
and
this.
then he'll get the number though.
But think about
Larry
this
be
though.
like,
but
I
think
bet
about
it hurts to be 38 years old being a cashier at Safeway. And the bitch would be like, yeah, it does. And Larry be like, yeah, you should give me your number. We should put. I'd be like, damn, Larry just.
But that's how that shit works.
Bitch.
If you think about like Too Short, and Too Short, when Too Short came out, it was nobody like that. So the nigga came out and said, bitch, and women loved it. And they love it. It's like, it's crazy. I remember I talked to this girl back in the day. I used to
DJ.
We used to bring dancers, strippers, exotic dancers, like for different places. So like from Houston to Little Rock to Jackson, Mississippi, Shreveport, Lafayette, Vicksburg, Memphis. Yeah, like strippers. It wasn't just strippers. It'd be rappers and shit, but it'd be strippers.
Yeah, the underground circuit.
So I remember this girl one time because I used to just drive them, and
like you did drive them.
Nah, man, you can't mix business with pleasure. You
can't.
You'll be tricking like a motherfucker. With hoes, you'll be tricking. Like you can't. You got to be on your shit. You got to be on some pimp shit. Long story short, I remember this girl told me. She said, "Oh, I love Too Short. I'd do anything for that nigga." And I was like, damn, it's like that. Like, man, just the way that nigga say bitch. I was like, boy, I said, girl. And she was fine.
I could call you a bitch right now.
I'm like, but I'm telling you,
I was saying you butt naked out.
Some of my best friends, I was type nigga in high school. I would kick it with the girls, like, what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends that was girls, So like on the bus, hell, I'm up there hanging out with all the, all the fly biddies, right? Yeah. And they used to love that shit. That nigga mom say bitch, like, that nigga a pro, like, and then later on, I kind of got out of that, what I'm saying? I very seldom use the word now, but
I use it all the time.
But I try not to use, I try not to use it.
I was on the phone with a beautiful
bitch,
chick, and I was like, bitch, you stupid. She said, what the fuck did you say? I'm like, first off, I apologize. You just said something that was so crazy. It just made me forget all my feelings for you.
Damn. That's a hell of a line. That's a hell of a line. I like that. No wonder you be doing, man. You should get pussy all the time.
Listen, man. Larry's
That's
smoother.
Crazy.
Larry is smoother than the
that was a hell of a line. You don't even realize how poetic that just was.
I mean, that was the truth.
Do you understand?
No. It's not what the truth is. It's just the way you laid that out.
Do you understand how many times I've seen this man bomb and get pussy after the show?
That's what's up.
Like, this man will literally he had one of the worst sets I've ever seen. This man got drug off stage. They took the mic from him forcibly. He had to be escorted out of the premises and still went on with it.
That's that bad boy shit right there. That's bad boy.
I was just like, this nigga Larry is just. And I was up there being funny. Ain't nobody like my motherfucking big nose ass. But this nigga come in here and
they like women like a bad boy. They like
just lose it. Tell the folks he not giving the mic back. Everything. That nigga, he said, I will be heard. And then just was like. The bitch was like, your time is up. He was like, no, I'm not done. And I will be heard. And the bitch was like, you don't give me this mic. And Larry took the mic and took out running to the other end of the room because we weren't on the stage.
That brings me to,
it was just crazy.
That brings me to a question, and this is a personal question.
Yes, sir.
And I'm normally not a personal person, but I'm trying to dig deeper into my interviewer bag these days, you know?
I want to hear this.
So, just as he explains this to me, I could just see this. So, have you visited Bridgeway many times, or a few times?
Yeah.
They know you? They fuck with you? Because usually, if you go on many occasions, like they know you, they fuck with you. So they be like certain nurses and shit know, and
I mean,
so they be like, they be doing different shit. You've been
I've
Baptist?
Been Bridgeway.
Was it 8th floor Baptist?
I don't remember what floor is
then
on.
The St. Vincent's got one too.
I've been to St. Vincent Baptist and Bridgeway.
You ever been to the Arkansas State Hospital?
No.
Oh, you ain't fucked nobody up. Okay, good.
No,
I once had to visit one of the homies over there at the Arkansas State State Hospital.
That's like here's the thing.
It's a tough facility.
Being in that place like that, I feel like that shit made me. I'm a grown man. I know I got issues. They was making us daily classes. This is how you brush your teeth.
Oh.
This is how and then
they bullshit. They bullshit.
Here's what really pissed me off.
Hey, Larry, I'm too old for this shit.
Here's what really had me feeling a type of way. They wouldn't let you sit in your room. You had to go.
Right, you had to come out to the room.
I'm like, okay, look,
to the community room.
We got people out here this nigga yelling that he wants to die. This person's just making noises.
And this nigga Jesus. Yeah.
Like the TV, I can't change the TV, so we watching USA channel all day. The cards is missing fucking cards.
You smoke cigarettes?
Yeah. No, I couldn't even go outside and smoke.
Yeah, go outside and smoke. See, the time they get to go outside and smoke, you know what I'm saying?
The funny shit is, though, they got Larry in there amongst the crazy people, and he can't deal with it. But I heard
that's usually how it works.
We think Larry the craziest motherfucker we meet.
I have to tell them, I'm like, look, I've already had issues.
It's hella.
You make me communicate with people with issues. I can't do this. I can't do that.
And it's hella like, geniuses like him in there too. Smart niggas like they be explaining themselves and shit, and you be like, this nigga, okay.
You be like, hey, step back against the line, buddy. So we gotta close this gate. Gotta close the gate. Larry like, hey, I'm one of you.
Yeah, sure you are, buddy. Line up for medication, motherfucker. Y'all
get your pills and shut down.
I got in trouble at Bridgeway because I almost started. They said a riot.
Oh shit!
Here's the thing,
quote unquote riot.
Because I was very influential while I was. Again, I'm in there.
It's
talking
them too.
To
it's them too.
I'm in there talking to I had my own little group of people that would just listen
setting
to
it up. Yeah.
And like one day something happened that I didn't like, and I started spreading the word, and they were like, "Yeah, Larry, you got to start telling people you can't do this."
Yeah, there you go. They want to get you up out of there. You trying to be a revolutionary?
Yeah.
Had that whole motherfucker like that.
He telling them we ain't got to take these goddamn pills.
They can't stop all of us at the shit.
Well, listen, Larry, listen, because whoever they catch, I'm gonna just try and get away when they get to choking y'all out. I'm gonna walk right back.
But the thing about it, them doors locked. So anyway, I just asked, and I ain't trying to be funny about mental health, man. The only reason I even know, I got family members. I've been there, so I know. I know
light of mental health. Yeah. But I have had to take a mental break a time or two, man, and just check out from the world, man.
Yeah.
Like
you can't do everything.
I had to check out, man, because I couldn't take it no more.
What you mean you checked out?
Checked out. I mean, I took some time for myself. No phone, no internet, no kids, no nobody.
You went somewhere?
I could be in my house, nigga. I'm just not gonna talk. I'm not answering. No, there ain't no need to. Today is about me. I'm taking a mental health day. If I keep going,
that right there.
If I keep going, I'm gonna snap.
People think that
knowing your limit is what you need to do.
And people think that because this motherfucker like that nigga came up missing. Like I just can't. I can look at the phone and can't answer it. Like
but here's
be looking at that motherfucker.
But here's the whole thing. Sometimes you have to take time for yourself. Yeah, you get so caught up in doing everything else for everybody that you don't take time for self. And not taking time for self will result in a breakdown. And I only know this, and I do it now because when I had my heart attack thing or whatever it was, when I stroked out, that's what I was doing.
What you actually had? You had a panic attack?
What they classified it was a heart attack, but when they checked my heart and stuff, they said they couldn't find nothing. Well, what was happening was I was having real bad sharp chest pains. What it was anxiety from not giving myself.
That's what I'm saying. A panic attack. Was it a panic attack?
Well, I mean, they classified it as a heart attack, but they said when they checked my heart, there was nothing wrong with my heart.
So when was this?
But this was right before I started doing comedy. This was about 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago.
About 10 now. And it was
it was just stress. You just stressed out.
Listen, what I was doing was I wasn't having any type of relaxation or relief for myself. I wasn't taking any mental time for myself. Everything was. I had a corporate job. I had a corporate job. My son had just moved in with me, and his mom was not seeing eye to eye on what I felt she should be doing to support him living with me now. I was in a relationship that was not in the best place where I wanted it to be. It was kind of rocky at best, and it was just the overall. Like I had this big house, and I had made a gardener, and I just felt like I had so much pressure on me to make sure I was on top of everything, and I didn't have any release for myself. I wasn't taking any time for myself. The most I was doing was about once a week I would take a bath, and I had a jacuzzi tub, and I would get me, some, I was drinking St. Remy then. I would get me some St. Remy and a 6-pack, and I would sit in there and I would take me shots of St. Remy and drink my beer and just try to relax what I think, and I would just basically get drunk until I pass out in the water.
Oh, that's
you just pulling some Whitney Houston shit. And so you was that's before comedy. This before you started doing comedy.
Yeah. That's what made me start
comedy.
Doing
comedy. Comedy was an outlet.
That's what made me start doing comedy.
Wait, can I tell my breakdown story?
So
here's my breakdown story. So I'm working 3 jobs. I'm driving through Alexander. This is when Alexander ain't got shit. At this time, I'm having to choose between rent, food, and gas. I have a 2-year-old boy. I'm gonna have to have a roof over my head, and he needs food, so I'm always running out of. I ran out of gas in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Ah, man.
My phone, government phone at the time, about to die, so I called 911. They sent somebody out there. I'm like, hey, I ran out of gas. Can y'all just take me to the gas station and bring me back? Nah. Because if we take you and we got a call, we can't bring you back. We got to go right to the call. So I'm like, all right, cool. Rest me this gas station. About 5 miles that way. So, all right, cool. I'm going to walk. I wouldn't suggest you do that. Why? There's bears and there's wolves out here.
Bears?
Bears and fucking...
Alexander?
Yes, bears and fucking wolves.
Nobody who's scared of a wolf unless he in a pack.
Shit. And then also there's cougars out there too. So either way, so he's
I
like...
don't want to be no cougar now.
I'm scared of all that shit.
I mean,
I wouldn't suggest you walk.
Bears.
Is the cougar paid?
Nigga.
Well, yeah, she got that.
She got
especially if she thick.
Does she have a nice car?
Like a thick.
Like, like this type of cougar that'll rip your throat out and then leave her children and leave.
Yeah, I done met a few of them. I done met a few of them. I mean,
she got that monster grip.
Yeah, they got that mob. Yeah, listen.
So,
a cougar might not be bad to get caught by at night.
Anyway, so the cops say they can't help me. They don't suggest I drive, so they just leave. No, I'm lying. They called somebody out there. I had $5 in my name. The guy was like, I can't give you $5 worth of gas. Like he said, for me to even make money, I got to charge you 14 to even put it. So,
Jesus.
My sisters, I don't know how she finally...
Capitalism.
I don't know how she finally found me because my phone was dead this time. My sister, my brother came, picked me up. I got in the backseat of their car, broke the fuck down.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And after that, like...
I could imagine.
And like, I went to the crazy house a couple of times.
So you hadn't been before then?
Nah. And then, like, after I got out, I was just telling people all the shit that was going on. They was laughing at it. I'm like, bitch, this is serious. This ain't...
You talking about telling them what's going on in your life?
Yeah, and niggas was laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is you... And at first I was getting mad. Then my dad was like, why are you getting mad? Like, it's a funny story. Yeah. And then he was like, you should tell that in front of people. And I got on stage and did it. And yeah, it's been straight.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
How did the bit work out?
Oh, the bit worked out because I got on stage drunk and shaking and nervous, and everybody thought it was a fucking bit. Like, this woman, like this lady, I still got her number. I need to call. I haven't talked to her in years, but like she came. She was like, "So how long you been doing comedy?" I was like, "This is your first time? This is your first time doing?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "You have something. Keep at it."
And that was a word of encouragement.
It was a word of encouragement. Then I got out here and then realized she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I can have something, but if other people don't see it, it doesn't matter. So,
I mean, they won't see it if you.
They won't see it if you don't put it out there.
Oh, nigga, bro, I told you what happened with me. I was told I would never get on that stage.
Listen, Larry. But that's one stage. Yeah. I'm gonna say this because me and you said something one day, man, and we almost lost friendship over that shit because you made me so mad, man.
But I know what he about to say. He took the wrong way. Tell the story. Tell the story.
I took it how you gave it to me. What the hell you mean?
Tell the story.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
We're outside Larry's apartment, and I was talking about chocolate sundae. I hadn't done chocolate sundae yet, and it was coming up, and I was nervous, and I was like, I need to, work on my material. I want to have a good set.
Nigga, don't get low. Talk loud.
Let the people hear you. He getting sexy on.
And I'm talking.
He's serious.
Let the people hear you.
It's a serious story.
I'm confiding in my friend. Not in my comic friend, just in my friend of just all the obstacles that I have ahead of me, and that I need to try to do good on this because my career is growing and I want it to grow in a positive direction. The rebuttal that my friend gave me was so hurtful, man. Like, and I never
thought telling the story wrong, but
let him tell the story, Larry. Let him tell it. Now, how did it hurt you? Tell me how it hurt you.
The rebuttal my friend gave me, man, was so hurtful and disrespectful at the same time. And it was more hurtful because of the disrespect that was in it. And I quote.
What'd he say?
Oh. If I didn't have any responsibilities, I'd be able to get my name out there too. Now, and I was like,
that's what he said. Now, I'm going to tell you the real story what happened. Okay. Now, here's the real story. Yeah, he has chocolate sundae. He has all. Man, you could be doing this. I'm like, man. Wait.
So I said that before. I said that before you said that salty shit.
Did I interrupt him? I made faces and I turned.
Go ahead, Larry.
Come on, Larry. Go ahead, Larry. Do your side.
So my
Your
whole
side,
like,
Larry.
he was like, man, I'm doing this. You ain't working hard enough. You can be like, man, I got this going. I got this. I got Man, fuck that. You making excuses. And then I did say, no, what I didn't say, well, I said, man, I have responsibilities I just can't drop.
Right.
That's what I said. He took it as me saying that he don't have. Bro, we around each other. I know you got responsibilities. I know what you was taking care of.
But the way you phrase it
well,
is,
okay, but let
like his responsibilities is more than my responsibility.
But again,
I'm telling him, I'm figuring out how to do what I'm doing.
Okay, but again, hold on.
Braden was 6. His baby's teenager.
But you gotta understand, to a certain extent, I got it harder than you because teenagers, nigga, can do shit.
Okay. Exactly.
Them niggas is thinking.
Do shit.
Listen, I got to try to watch niggas that's grown.
Yeah, well, check it out.
That's fucking on. They got grades. Just fucking bitches and have babies.
But what
if one of them niggas would have had a baby, their mama would have killed me.
I ain't have to worry about Braden. I have to worry about Braden surviving.
But what it is there's no difference because everybody take their own situation in a priority way. Now, it how it sounded to you, D, was, nigga, I got responsibilities. You may not have none. But what he was actually saying was, he was just really saying for himself personally, there are certain responsibilities, and he talking about his son in particular, just because in your son, like so you like special, you got special needs child. His responsibilities, just like you got teenagers, it's not that one is more than the other, or they even. It's just that. The way you felt, it was real because that's the way you felt. But when you dealt with your feelings, but if you just take the actual words of what he said and what his context is, he was just saying for him personally, he can't do that. And what you saying is, nigga, you gonna have to figure out a way if you gonna do it to make this shit work. If it's something that you want to do,
that's all I was saying.
And on some real shit. As a
but
friend,
you shit on me and say I don't have no responsibilities.
But he didn't say you didn't have no responsibilities. What he was saying.
But
that's how you took it. I see how you took it that way, though.
I see it.
I see how you took it that way because. But as a person on the outside,
his immediate rebuttal.
But as
to what I had to say,
but as a person,
I can be somewhere.
But D, I try to I pride myself in trying to see shit from the outside, so I can see how.
Like I said,
I can see D telling you that shit though, because I got friends. I be like, nigga, you just had to.
But then
figure out a way to do it.
I want to be a DJ like you,
I'm always encouraging people.
But you tell your other friend. Your other, I ain't gonna even say nobody name.
Oh yeah, all the goddamn time.
Listen, you tell them you
should
be making money doing this.
I'll be like,
why you ain't doing
why
this?
You not
why
doing
you ain't
this?
doing? And then they give you a list of excuses. Like, man, with my car, man, well, I be able to keep my kids. And then they, but I want to be like you, mom.
Yeah, but and if you want to do something,
if I had it like you, I'd be able to do the same thing you doing, mom. And you like, no. I have my life and shit I got to deal with too. I make this shit happen for me,
bruh.
Don't shit on my shit.
I don't understand
because you can't figure out how to make your shit happen. And that's what he did. He shitted on me. Nigga was like, nigga, I'd be the same way if I didn't have any responsibility. That's what you said.
No, but
who says that?
But he didn't. But this the thing though. Just go back to what you just said about how he talked. Right? It's just how he talk. It's just like saying, bitch, what you said. It's the same shit. Wait, it's the same shit.
I never wanted to fist fight Larry, but that day, I wanted to hit that nigga. I was mad.
Look,
I wanted to go home.
Look, I've been around Larry. I've been around Larry 3, 4, maybe 5 times.
Right in the guy.
So look. And in my observation, because I listen and talk to people, I pay attention. So I see that in his mannerisms and the way he say shit. I mean, and that's what makes him funny. That's why you say you love him and you hate him, because a motherfucker that just can't say shit right, like they say the shit 98% of the way, but that 2% be like, what, nigga? Like that's Larry. That's Larry,
man. That is Larry. I don't see the
I wanted to fight you.
Listen, I was mad, nigga. Like, how dare you just say like,
but
as hard as this shit be for me sometimes.
But again, D, it goes back to how we started.
Are we friends? Are you sure we're friends?
But think about how we started this whole conversation that we on right now is how you project and how people see you. And that's exactly the same thing because
he makes me feel like irresponsible.
I don't think so. I think that it's people that we see, like when I see dudes that when I see them with their kids, and you one of them, and that's like me too. Like people see me with my son. Like people will say, "Where your son at?" Like I DJ at the fucking Simmons Arena, and the security guards be like, "Where your son at?" Like this nigga don't work. Like he just be, but he be with me all the time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like. If you used to dudes being with their kids, and I got a few homeboys, they raise their kids. They either single dads or they divorced or but they taking care of their kids and they be riding with them and all that shit. So everybody see that, D. Don't nobody, nigga. I see your kid. But you a family dude, like on some real shit. Like I
love my kids. I'm not gonna sit
I always see.
I will die or kill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
about my kids, man.
And you raising them and you taking care of them. It's like
so when he said that, it just threw me in the. I was like, what, motherfucker?
Well, because that's where your heart is, and the niggas feelings.
Yeah, and
you niggas with these feelings. I done told you niggas with these feelings and shit.
Listen, that might have been why.
That's my problem,
nigga.
That's my problem.
These niggas.
My problem is
this nigga just ate my food last night, and I had to say, baby, if you full, it's all right, nigga.
But that's me though. Like I'm real cerebral. I'm real like fucking. I can see shit unemotionally at all. I can just look at the shit and be straight up and down like with the truth, right?
Yeah.
But the shit that you really emotional about, like you sensitive about, because you sensitive about your kids and you sensitive about.
Can I keep it 100? and I think this needs to be said too, man. And I'm sensitive about our friendship. I don't have very many male friends where I can even just the conversations.
Like nigga, I should be able to tell you.
Listen.
I don't need this shit from you.
Listen. It's almost like Larry in a relationship right here. But you better act right. Don't you talk crazy to me and we supposed to be talking on another level. Because I don't have friends I can open up to like that. And Larry's one of my very few friends where I can just, he may not give me the response I want, but we can be brutally honest. And he gonna be honest with me. But I'm on some fuck shit, Larry gonna be like, hey, you on some bullshit.
But what's crazy,
you need to do this.
But I'm gonna ride with you. But you know you on bullshit.
But what's crazy is Larry is on this. Larry is the empathetic. Larry is the empathetic ear. So he's like, man, you don't say that shit. I don't. He's this whole time we've been doing this podcast. I don't want to say nothing. It's amazing that that's your thing that you don't want to offend nobody. But you barely can. But you right. That's what I'm saying. But you barely can go without offending the motherfucker.
This my shit with Larry too. Once you become his friend. There's no filter. There's no ball. There's no nothing for me now. Like I get Larry pure and uncut. And sometimes I'll be like, this motherfucker need to go home. I'm done. The conversation's over.
Right.
I just shut down and he say, don't start ignoring me. Nigga, I can go no further in this conversation.
But that's how friends are.
Without us getting to fighting.
But that's how friends do. But your friends.
But listen, here's the crazy. If I don't hear from Larry for a couple days, I'll be like, goddamn, let me check on Larry.
Check on Larry.
Check on my homeboy. And I'll come, I'll be like, bitch, you mad at me? We ain't friends.
But that's the kind of shit.
He be like, nah, I'm just in my hole. I'm in my feelings. I'll be like, oh no, you can't do that. I have to come get you out the house.
Come on, man.
Because he is my friend, though. I do love him.
I'm gonna tell you how this night he was in Chicago, left his phone. I called to check up on him. He ain't answering. Go by the house, ain't nobody there. All right, man. Hey, bro, I'm just checking up on you. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you up later. Call the nigga back. When I tell you I was ready to fight this, I'm like, so you just gonna ignore my fucking phone call?
But the phone was in this.
But like, I promise you, I felt like a bitch. Cause I'm like,
right.
I'm kept calling like, nigga, you ain't gonna fucking ignore me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I will be heard.
Y'all intense.
But it's just because we do have a big bond, though. We have a good bond.
But that's
because he can drop. Listen, our bond's so good. He can drop his son off at my son's house for my son to watch him.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We grown together as friends. This ain't something that just started.
Right.
Me and Larry been friends. Because I was mad at him. I think another sore spot too is I was mad when he quit comedy. I was so pissed. Yeah. Because, and then when I found out that our friendship wasn't just comedy, that it evolved into being a friendship. Of just, whether he's on stage or not, he's still going to be my friend. We're still going to talk. And then once we got to the point where we could genuinely mend and open up.
No. Like, after I stopped doing comedy, I stopped talking to him for like 6 months. I needed something.
Right.
So I hit him up just to go over there and talk to him and pick
And
it up.
I think I cussed him out.
No, you like, oh, so
when
you like.
No, I said we ain't friends unless you doing comedy. That's what I said.
No, yeah, you said something like that. I'm like, nigga, I didn't know we was. You in my fucking house.
Right,
nobody just come out. Nobody know where I. And so I'm like, damn, all right. And then so shit, like, after that, I'm like,
so
all right.
you genuinely didn't know we was friends?
Nigga, I just
think you the kind of my motherfucking. I don't have niggas at my motherfucking.
He wasn't thinking about it like that.
I wasn't
Since you been coming to my house, how many niggas have you seen in my house besides Squirrel, Memphis, my mob, the mob?
Nobody.
If you ain't mob, nigga, you don't come to my house.
Nobody. But like I said, at that point, I wasn't really thinking about that.
You wasn't knowing, right?
Like, cause I was just saw it as
my kids call you Uncle Larry.
I saw it as bro was just. Like,
you thought
bro
he
was being nice
thought he was
because
nice.
because we both came. I think you came in like 3 or 4 months before me.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, we just sticking together because we knew in the
scene. But that's what a friend is, though.
And
you know
so shit.
That's what a friend is. It's like
and then when he stopped doing comedy, and I was like, damn, maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe I thought we had.
But I thought right.
You know, so maybe it was on some sensitive type time because I was like, well, damn, maybe I misunderstood. And when I realized that maybe we weren't the friends I thought we was, and he called and asked me for something, I asked him. I said, so just so I understand what's going on, let me clarify. Maybe it was like a relationship because I was like, let's clear the air. Let me clarify. Are we not friends unless you need something? Because I haven't heard from you since you stopped doing comedy, and now you need something. I heard from you. And he was like, and he did hit me with that, like, oh, we were friends? And I was like, motherfucker, we what?
Hey, and then nigga, if we wasn't friends, what did you call me when you need something? What you like, nigga? What is
so you using me now?
What is you calling?
But he did business out there.
But he did clarify, and then we both had a heart-to-heart talk where we talked about. You know, and I let him in on, you know, the last male friend that I had that I could be open with that, like, kind of vulnerable. He took something that I said in a vulnerable time and used it against me. So it made me close off from males like that, from having that type of male friendship.
Yeah,
so to get back
unless somebody you grew up with or somebody like family
listen, the person who did this to me, man, me and him fell out for 5 years. And when I say we fell out, like, I just couldn't talk to him and be friends anymore because he violated a trust. But he was still my friend to the point where if I was out and I seen some niggas jumping him, I'm gonna help him. Ain't nobody gonna kill my homie. You ain't gonna whoop the nigga.
I ain't fucking with him right now, though.
Listen, as soon as the fight over with, it be like, nigga, fuck you. I'm gonna get in my car. Yeah, I'm getting my car. Bitch, you all right? Fuck you. I'm going home.
Good, nigga.
Yeah, you all right, nigga? Fuck you.
But you know, this kind of shit, though, even y'all.
As grown men, we're still friends, but we can't get our friendship back there.
You won't get past that.
I can't.
Fuck shit.
I can't. And so now in comes Larry. So now I'm getting back comfortable with having that type of friend in my life. You know, we bond, and this nigga came to my house. He done been my kids. Then you just go ghost for like 6 months. I'm calling, I'm checking on you, I'm asking people. Nobody's heard anything.
Yeah, well, that's different. And
it's just like,
it's different if y'all just sometimes you just lose touch because a day turned into a week turned into a month. You know,
but now we don't have that problem that we've. You know, it's gonna be a damn. I ain't talked to Larry this week, or I ain't talked to D this week. One of us is gonna initiate something to come by your house. You give me a blunt, bitch. Something is going to. I'm
and like I said, you don't really have many friends as you get. The groaner you get.
Can I be real? I'm not a friendly person. I'm cool. I can be sociable. But I'm not a friendly person. Like I'm not.
Nah, me neither. I get
it. Lie to you.
I get it.
I'm not a friendly person. I'm friendly with my friends, but if you're not my friend, you really get the fuck out.
I'm not friendly either.
You're extremely short with people.
Yeah.
I've had people. Does he not?
If somebody walk up on me and Larry talking, they can't just get in a conversation. Me and Larry gonna be looking like. Nigga, why is he talking?
I will say, D gave me. Well, he opened up an opportunity, and I couldn't take it. But like, you remember during COVID, that Mansion show.
Yeah.
Like I was just there just to be there, flirting and everything else.
I mean, but I've
dude
always
asked me, yo, you a comedian? Yeah, you want to get on? Nah, I ain't got time for it. Yes, you do. Yeah, man. Yeah, you get on. Get on. That's this nigga D. I get on, do good. The motherfucker was actually a manager. Wanted me to do like, hey, I want to manage you.
And I was super jealous. I got to sit up and listen to him talk
How this
about
nigga-
this shit.
how
And
this
it's my
nigga-
show.
Right.
But here's what was
This
fucked.
nigga.
But like I couldn't take it. 'Cause, like the same thing like that he had got on to me about, because he was like, "You gonna be gone for a minute. You got to find somebody to take care of your kids." I just can't leave my kid.
But I'm telling him at the same token, I'm like, I got a house full of boys, bro. We got to figure something out, put him on the couch, bro. I was willing to help Larry, and Larry was at the place then though where he wasn't comfortable with taking people help. Like now, if he had that opportunity, I'd force him to take it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's
But with his son being younger, his
it's
son
a situation, right? Yeah, that's
the
the thing with
But
kids.
his son loved my
yeah,
middle
yeah,
son,
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
it was fine. It would have worked out. Because his son would have did whatever my middle
And
son
you
said,
have to have
'cause he
them,
looked up to him.
you have to have them connections, man, when you're doing that. And
But I would have did that for
cried
Larry
my eyes out.
because had Larry would have got on, I don't doubt that he would have brought me behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, now
oh
I'm
man,
torn.
of course, genuinely,
Ooh, you
I
know what I'm
believe
saying?
that.
Like,
I believe that. Like I said,
so
yeah.
I had to sit up and listen to this man talk about how he. Do you think I should take it, D? I want to know what to do. And I'm steady. Take it, Larry. Take it, Larry.
Yeah.
Take it, Larry. This man say he finna put what behind you? The man telling Larry, yeah, I got a budget.
Yeah.
I'm finna do this. I'm finna
Yeah.
do this for you. I'm finna have you hosting this. I need you here.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be on the move for the next 6 to 8 months. And I'm like, Larry, this dude talking great, man. If he finna really do this and pay you, I said, Larry. And Larry was worried about leaving his son, and man, my son ain't used to me. I'm like, Larry, you'll be able to explain all that once you get on. The light you'll be able to give him. He'll understand, man. Listen to me.
Yeah, sometimes, like I said, you see those crossroads, you have to deal with them as they come and see what they do.
I mean,
man, we
if it was
already
meant for him, he would have.
we is just right up on an hour.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Did we even talk about the topic?
What topic? We had a topic.
Hey, yo, I want to say this.
We don't really have no
Yo,
topic.
we got a
do
show
wanna talk
going
about,
on. L.A.O.B. L.O.A.B.
Yeah,
we got a
we'll-
show going on in Chicago. We got a show going on the West Coast.
We
We're
got
going to be
Atlanta.
back in Little Rock sometime soon. Y'all may see me on something if I feel like getting my ass out there. What we got? Give me the phone right here.
So
we got
May 22nd is the comedy competition in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta.
That's at
And that's gonna be all the people who
Uptown
moved on
Comedy
from Chicago the first time. Yeah, it's
Uncle
gonna be
Bam
Uptown.
hosting that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monisha Williams is on that show.
listen,
Oh
boy.
man.
They're not ready for Mo.
I swear to God, she's
Is she
amazing.
funny?
Yeah,
Oh
boy.
my God.
Listen, man, Mo the next big thing.
I swear,
So,
wait,
she
you
just
got-
waiting on the right person to see her, man. Shouts out to
Man.
Monisha Williams, Kansas City, Missouri, man.
That's what's up, man.
Very,
You
very
wanna-
funny comment. If
I
I'm
haven't
not
seen her in
mistaken,
years, though.
if I'm not mistaken, she signed to L.O.A.B. Productions now.
Oh, for real? Okay, so I'm gonna see her
she
more
signed
now.
with the mob now, so she's
That's
with
all
us.
good. And
I think she had been in negotiations like a long time ago, when she just now came on home to the thing.
That's
so
what's
you'll
up.
be seeing her in California. You'll be seeing her everywhere that we go.
Us also come. Speaking of California, that's June 13th. Yeah, and my little homie Nick Moore is gonna be hosting that. Is us gonna have co-host white dude named Marcos. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm gonna try.
Hey,
to.
Marcos is actually not going to be doing the co-host. He does the slide at the end when the judges is. It's kind of like something to keep the crowd entertained.
Yeah, he's
We are
funny, though.
entertainers at the-
He's funny.
Yeah, Marcos very funny.
We came.
Very
I saw
funny.
him when he came here.
Listen, very funny dude, man. L.O.A.B. Productions, man. Giggles Without Limits, man. We in your area, man. So
Yeah,
if
we
you're not
Chicago.
in your area,
Chicago every third Wednesday.
Listen, Chicago, Atlanta. Now we taking over the West Coast. We looking at doing some stuff in L.A. If we are not in your local comedy club, call them and say, why don't we have Giggles Without Limits comedy competition? Because this competition actually gives the audience member a chance to pick the winner, man. They help pick the winner of the competition. So you're not just sitting there looking at these guys. You are actually a part of helping them grow their comedy career. So we need people like you. And if you're a comic out there and you're looking to grow your comedy career, you know what I'm saying? Please get in the competition, man. It's a $10 entry fee to go to multiple states, man. So if you're a comic and you're looking to grow your
get them
craft and
jobs.
get out of your comfort zone, man, this is the place to do it, man. Get in touch with Miss Shalonda Harris, the beautiful Shalonda Harris, if I might add. Yes, she's a little bit of eye candy. I might say so myself.
Boy, ignorant. Now, also, you say, I can do.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about the comedy course. For comics
Okay,
if people want to learn their comedy thing, how the comedy class?
I am actually, and that's another thing that L.O.A.B. Productions is doing, man. I'm actually one of the teachers of the comedy course. The comedy course is via Zoom, man. And what we're going to do is we are going to take 30 days and get you ready for the stage, man. You know what I'm saying? In 30 days, I will help you develop a 3 to 5 minute set, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We're going to walk you through.
Hell, I need to get mine popping. Is what I need to do.
And so what I'm gonna do is I get people that run up to me all the time. I'm funny. I should be on this. I should be on this. Well, put your money where your mouth is, man.
Put your money where your mouth is. Let's see if you actually funny.
$150 to learn the basics of comedy in a course and be in a showcase at the end of the comedy course. So what I'm gonna do is
they can win their money back.
No.
My fault.
They're going to get to actually showcase what they've learned on an actual comedy club.
Oh, okay.
They're going to get to actually invite their friends and family out. It's going to be if they're from somewhere else, we're going to have the show live streamed.
Oh, nice.
So everyone who's in the class will that is a part of your graduation is that you are on a comedy showcase.
That's what's up.
A 3 to 5 minute set. So please go not now, but right now and sign up for the comedy course, man. This first class I'm so excited about because one of my students out of each class I'm going to take and personally mentor them on their comedy journey. I haven't told anybody this yet, so I'm announcing it here first. You heard it here first on Giggles.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first with Giggles Without Limit, man. Every class that I do, I'm going to take one of my pupils out of my class, and I'm going to personally mentor them in their comedy career.
I do have one more question for you. Speaking of audience participation, you should do a show, Night Owls. When we going to get another one? Because that's where I've had a lot of my best moments, if you don't recall. I've got kicked off stage at the Night Owl. I've got numbers at the Night Owl. I got booed off the stage at the Night Owl, but it was always fun.
When's the next Night Owl?
Yeah, Night Owl.
What's going on with the Night Owl? The Night Owl is under reconstruction, is what it is.
Okay.
It is now going to be called Keys to Laughter.
Okay.
I'm in the process of working on getting all my paperwork in order. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have a streaming deal in place that I'm working on.
I remember that
with T-Stream. And it's gonna the Keys to Laughter is gonna actually be a reality show, and it's gonna be 10 comics traveling to multiple states, doing stand-up comedy, and they will get a prize. The comic who wins the actual Keys to Laughter, who wins in that state that night, instead of having to sleep on the bus or figure out their own lodging, I'm gonna get them a suite at a hotel room.
Oh,
the comic who brings the most people in. Because when they get to that state, they're not going to get to the state the day of. They're going to get to the state like a week before.
They have to get out there and talk
and the very first week, they sleep on the bus. Everybody sleeps on the bus till you win something.
Oh, so this is going to be like a real world.
Listen, it's going to be a reality show and a comedy competition all rolled up into one.
All
the Keys to Laughter, the people are going to come out, and as always, in my shows, the crowd controls the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So the Keys to Laughter is going to be bigger than ever, man. When the Night Owl comes back, it's going to be bigger than ever. Shouts out to my number one Night Owl, Jennifer Pitts, man. Shouts out to Jen, man. She's going to actually have a team of dancers now. It won't just be her. So it'll be multiple people coming up to kick the comics off stage when they get keyed off. It's going to be a grand time, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you looking for that, man? If you want
it's going to be big.
Don't ever punch the owl.
If you want to
the
get
owl will fight back.
Boy, will it? Not only will the owl fight back, I'm subject to hit you with the stool myself.
Yeah. All right.
About touching my owl.
Sounds like lots of fun. Lots of fun.
It is.
All right, if you want to get in contact with L.O.A.B. Productions LLC, give them a call, 626-708-0266. That's 626-708-0266. Get into comedy competitions, comedy course, all that stuff, man. You just if you just want to call and complain about the bullshit you just watched, call that number too.
Okay. Or you can call her, complain to her, leave a voice message.
And with that being said, man, please feel free to win you some free tickets, man. E's True Podcast, man. He's giving out tickets. He is a celebrity judge. He actually travels with the competition and judges the competition everywhere we go. So Eric, man, he does True Podcast, man. Go check it out, man. The Truth Podcast, man. Go check it out, man. The True Podcast, man. It's a great podcast. I was on there. I got my episode is so long that I actually have.
I saw you on. Okay, go ahead.
I actually had 3 episodes when I was on the podcast. My podcast is so long, but it was a great podcast. The brother's emotional, man, because he got me on there crying, man.
Okay,
he pulling tears out of me, man.
That's good. I saw you on with E-Dub and shit.
Oh the coffee break. Is it still coffee? What's
I think I'm not.
It's coffee break, ain't it?
I think so.
Hey, well, sir, Eric, hit me up. As you can see, I love to talk.
Yeah, the True Podcast, man.
Truth Podcast.
The True Podcast, man.
TROOF. Truth.
Truth, no.
Yeah. True Podcast.
That's all we speak on there. Well, that's all he speaks on there. I ain't been on there yet.
Yeah, man. Y'all go check out my guy Eric, man. The True Podcast, man. It's a great podcast. Episode 2 is out right now. Episode 3 with me and him has not dropped yet, but episodes 1 and 2 is out. If you like to hear the link to the podcast, I do have it. So just jump on social media and contact me, man, and I'll drop that link right in your inbox, and you can get you some DeSoFunny in your life.
It's all good, man. Well, we see y'all next time. Thanks for checking us out here on Giggles Without Limits. Just talking to I'll call it talking to comedians. But you know, you guys are just excellent.